Are there any common misconceptions or fears of using the AI chatbots that you'd like to address?
I think there are. I think whenever you let go of control of something, you can be worried about it.
Hello and welcome to our very first episode of GOALcast. My name is Tawnya Rockwell. I am the Chief Production Manager of Goal Magazine. I am here today with Matthew Fridg, owner of Headspace Media, a Latrobe-based marketing firm. We are sitting inside of his podcast room, which is amazing, and I'm so excited to film this today.
Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. Can you explain what AI chatbots are and why they're becoming essential for businesses today?
Yeah, so there's so many different aspects of AI. You have ChatGPT, you have image generation, all these different things. And a lot of times they're novelty, let's make an image or whatnot. It's figuring out how to put them into your business that's really the trick. And I think for most businesses, if you could save them time, if you could get them more business in that saved time, it's a no-brainer, right? So if AI can fit into that, so that's where I think chatbots are really going to help. Basically, the idea that if you could train a chatbot or an AI bot to understand all the aspects of your business, then they could answer questions for you in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people are like me that they are midnight scrollers sometimes, or they have questions, and if you're going to get a sale, you're going to get a lead, you want to be like the first one to talk to them when they're ready to talk. And that could be 3 o'clock in the morning. You never know. So the chatbot is a great way to integrate it into your business.
It's great. A friend of mine reached out to you and she got your chatbot, but she didn't realize it right at first. Yeah. She's like, it was so neat. What are the main advantages of using chatbots for lead follow-up compared to traditional methods?
I think using a chatbot for follow-up is extremely important and helpful because you can get to that lead or you can get to that person very quickly. Mm-hmm. I recently read a stat. It was, if you can respond within 60 seconds to a lead, you're 4 times as likely to get the sale. Oh. If you think about it, you say you're a construction company and somebody wants to remodel their bathroom, okay? And they go on your website, they fill out the form, and nothing happens. They may wait around for you to email them or call them. Or what's most likely to happen is they go keep searching to the competitor, to the next person, and fill out their form or call them or whatnot. But if they get a text back within 60 seconds of filling out that form saying, hi, so-and-so, because you put your name in there, you put your email, so the chatbot has that information stored, and it can say by name who you are. Hi, Matthew, or hi, Tawnya. I saw you're interested in remodeling your bathroom. Can I ask, what's the square footage of your current bathroom? And now it's pulling you into a conversation that it could be doing that with 20 people at the same time as well. So even if you did have someone that could get to them that quickly, they may only be able to handle one conversation at a time. Mm-hmm. So the chatbot now is able to engage that person, gather information, and even schedule an appointment on your Google or Outlook calendar by the end of that. And, you might be sitting in the sand on the beach while it's booking you appointments.
That is so cool.
Actually, why don't I just show you how it works a little bit. All right, so this is, imagine your cell phone and you just filled out the form, or you're just talking on Facebook or Instagram Messenger or whatnot. And so this is digital marketing, and I can say, hey, do you guys do Facebook ads? And so I'm sending this either through my chat widget on my website. I could if people are there. They could text it. And now you see the response. Hey there, we sure do. Facebook ads can be a great tool for local businesses. What's got you interested in Facebook advertising? So it's asking me questions now to keep me engaged, to like pull me in. And you could say, I would like to get more leads for my remodeling. You don't even have to spell things correctly. Remodeling. Nice. Facebook ads can definitely help with that. Have you tried any other marketing methods to get leads? I'm curious, what has been your biggest challenge in attracting clients so far? So this conversation will continue going. And why is because I've created specific objectives for this bot. So what we do is we program in what we want the bot to accomplish. So at first, we want to find out the reason. Mm-hmm. So if someone filled out a form online, we could skip this and go right to the second. It would know to do that. It would go to the second one where it's asking what kind of marketing or asking challenge questions to get more information. Eventually, it's going to ask me, what's my website? Because that's very important for us. When I am preparing for that call that it's going to book, I want to look at the website. Oftentimes I'll do a quick report on the site. It'll email your name, just basic information. And then it's going to go ahead and book that call. I have my Google Calendar connected, and I have times and dates blocked off where I'm available. And it will conversationally ask the person, hey, how about Tuesday at 3:00? Is that good for a call? And, they can go back and forth. No, Wednesday. Oh, yeah, Wednesday's good. It's looking at my availability and offering that to them and then booking that call. And I see that on my calendar. And then I know I have all this information in my CRM, and I'm ready for that call. And I'm not telling it what to say. I'm just giving it the objectives, and I've given it some knowledge about my company. And it does the rest of the work for me. So I think to answer your question about how has it helped people, we saw a realtor. She was getting someone messaging her on Facebook, and she didn't even know it. And she eventually realized, I've got a potentially $1 million deal because my bot started this conversation, kept this conversation going, and then she jumped in. So you could jump in if you ever wanted to, but you don't have to because it can take care of all of that for you. So just getting to that person quickly and gathering the information.
So does it say who it is that you're talking to?
We can program it to say, we can give it a name. We can say, hi, I'm Sam. I'm an assistant marketer at Headspace Media. Or you could tell it that it's an AI assistant, and it will tell you, oh, hi, I'm Sam. I'm the AI assistant for Headspace Media. So you can train it to have a particular voice and style and even tell the person who they're talking to.
Okay. Besides lead follow-up, what other tasks can AI chatbots handle effectively?
We have some auctioneers that they have a database full of listings. So if somebody was to ask, what's the price of this listing? First of all, it's an auction, so there is no price, but it could give them details about that listing. You can connect a chatbot to the MLS, and if you're a realtor, and somebody says, hey, do you have any 4-bedroom homes in Greensburg? It can search that database and come up with information and say, oh, yeah, there's actually one on Main Street, and it's blah, 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 and give you details. And honestly, there are different databases and connections and things like that come out all the time that you can connect these to just give information. It doesn't even have to be a lead. But even at that point, that customer service aspect of it kind of pulls people into your world. And maybe they're not necessarily a lead, but by giving them that information, they become more familiar with you, and then they want to do business with you.
Okay. How easy is it for a small business to set up and integrate an AI chatbot?
It's fairly simple if you have the right software and tools to do it. We do it for people very quickly because we're used to it. We already have a whole setup where you just basically give us information about your business and what your objectives are, and we can connect your website and get a texting number and connect your Facebook and Instagram, and you could be up within a few days.
What kind of information can the chatbot collect and relay to business owners?
Well, you can take anything from your website. You could take your mission, your values. You could take a price sheet if you want to share that. All that information can be put into a document and given to the chatbot, and that chatbot can reference it. So if a question is coming up and it pulls that information in that document, it'll share that with the person chatting with the chatbot. So as long as it's in that document, it can look through it and find it out.
Oh, wow.
And we can even do more advanced things where it will scan your website or scan a spreadsheet at intervals and repopulate that document with fresh information if your website changes or something changes on your website regularly.
How do chatbots handle complex questions or situations where human intervention is needed?
That's a really good question. We use a model called Claude, and one of the reasons I like it is it's very human-esque, and it has less. I've just noticed it hangs up less. It has awkward. It's not as awkward and robotic, but there are times where it may not know an answer, and so when we're testing them, we push it to the max, and we ask it things and make sure it's not making stuff up or hallucinating. And if it is, then we give it more information, or we tell it not to answer that type of question or things like that. So through the testing, we find those things, and when we train it to, say, I'll have to have someone call you for that or something like that.
Okay. So how many different versions of this are there when you're saying Claude? Like what other different types are there?
There are several. The chat bot itself pulls from either ChatGPT's backend AI or Claude, its backend. So like the core of the chat, what makes it work, we go past the front end and go right to the back, and the bot asks those the AI those questions, and it pulls all that out. So it's like we go to the brain. So we use two, ChatGPT or Claude, but there are several others. There's hundreds actually, but a lot of them are taking these core engines or these core brains of AI and repurposing them into different applications. So there's one called Perplexity, and that is great for like searching through historical documents or finding out. We've helped people find pricing for things based on how things have sold in the past. You can use Midjourney or Dolly, which it'll generate images. And now there's a new one coming. It's just come out called Sora, and it'll do video. And it's still figuring that one out. It's still in the early stages, but and there are many more out there that are available to do pretty cool things with.
Okay. Are there any common misconceptions or fears of using the AI chatbots that you'd like to address?
I think there are. I think whenever you let go of control of something, it can be disconcerting, to some people. But once they see it happen and once they see it work, then a lot of that goes away. It's that fear of, giving over control and like, what am I getting for that? And the reality is you're not giving over control. You turn it off at any time. You're telling it what to do. You're teaching it, and it won't ask you any questions.
That's nice. No back talk.
Right.
How can chatbots be customized to match a business's unique brand and voice?
We pull in writing from the website. So if a business has spent time developing that, then if they have documents, we'll pull that in. If they have things on their website, or if they want to tell us that, if they have a brand guideline, things like that. But ultimately, we're telling the bot its own identity. Like, it comes as a blank slate. We say, you're an expert marketer who loves to ski, then it will act like an expert marketer that loves to ski. So if your brand voice is, we're very buttoned up and, very, very professional and no jokes, then we'll tell it. Never tell any jokes. Be very professional, very formal. But if you're a dad joke type of company, like, it will tell some dad jokes. So just watch out.
I love that. How can small businesses measure the success or ROI of an AI chatbot?
Well, I think it really all comes down to like the ROI, or return on investment. Like, what, if you're going to pay for this, what, is it going to bring you? I think you have to think about it like this. What does it cost for you to have an employee answer the phone at 3:00 in the morning? Probably not a normal hourly rate. It's probably a little bit more. And what if you didn't have to hire someone to do that? Or what if you didn't have to extend somebody's hours? What if more people that contact you get in more meaningful conversations with your business right away? Could you close more sales? Do you have the capacity? So are you ready to have more conversations, more booked calls, more interactions, more opportunities to close sales without having to pay an employee to answer the phone all the time, or without you having to be up in the middle of the night, or without interrupting your day because you're busy during the day doing the work? So I think even if you got one more appointment that you then close that sale a month, I think you would, unless you're selling Snicker bars, but if you're a professional services, it would probably most likely more than pay for itself.
So what other services do you do here?
Well, we're a full digital marketing company. We do advertising, Google advertising. We specialize in local businesses that serve their county and surrounding areas. So if you need business to call you, if you need people to find you on Google, on social media, if you need new ideas to reach people, we do traditional marketing as well, billboard and things like that. When people need it, we can help you. Our goal is ultimately to help you get new customers and delight your current customers, and ultimately doing that while clearing your headspace of all the marketing stuff so you can just do what you do is in your business.
I like that. Yeah. So how can someone get in touch with you?
Well, if you want to talk to me, you can go to our website and find our contact information. I'm Matthew at headspace.media, or our phone number. But if you want to talk to our chatbot, just go down in the bottom right corner and start chatting with our AI assistant.
There we go. That's how it's done. All right, so our next issue of Goal Magazine will be coming up here soon at the end of January, and you have an article in there called AI Chatbots, a Game Changer for Small Local Businesses. So be sure to check that out. And also, I want to take a moment here to thank our sponsors that help make GOALcast possible. Headspace Media, of course, Kisiel and Associates, Laurel Highlands Insurance Group, and SecondHalf Coach Wealth Management. Also, I just want to let you know that you could follow us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, all the different social media outlets for more videos like this. And make sure to check out our website at go2goalus.com to learn more about our philanthropic endeavors, view previous issues of Goal Magazine, and more. So thank you so much. This was so informational, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you.
Thank you so much.